We're making a return trip to Helsinki Golf Club. It's been a couple of years. We've got a long road of improvement, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you will get 4 rounds on 4 separate days like normal. But for those watching live, buckle up, because we've got 4 rounds to get through today instead of our normal 2. So we are playing off the back tees in pin 1. We got low winds out of the west. And we are firm, fast. So it's gonna be probably pretty good for dialing in exact distances. Obviously, got to take into consideration the firm and fast nature of the course today. Narrow fairways out here, so gonna need driving accuracy. And that, my friends, is not accurate driving. That is a push slow straight to the rough pin side. All right, well. We just gotta play for getting onto the green here. That's the biggest thing, so. Let's get a better swing. Still on that slow side. Dang. It's gonna bound it straight up into the rough again. Well, we're getting it close. We are we're getting it closer, rather, not really close. So fairly flat. Looks like a bit of left to right camber here. And then if you go long, you're gonna be rolling out. So let us try and play this smart, because I think stock shot here is gonna take us probably about 19 yards. Full backspin here is gonna leave us short, or full loft is gonna leave us short. I can't really full loft it. Certainly have to make sure that we are getting over the bunker here. Dang. It's not terrible. Definitely not ideal. However. Okay, so pins there. We need a little bit more power. It's up the hill. Little bit right to left. We're giving up the cup. I think we have to. I think given the length of it. Is it back downhill again behind? How does that get so low? I mean, I guess we were a little bit inside on our swing there, but 4 feet past, it felt just a little bit quick. But greens are breaking. I think maybe warming up on moderate green speed is gonna have a negative effect on the day. Can't really drive this. We can put it down into pitch territory, or we can take it off the tee box and run it, but I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna take 3 wood, go right down to the edge here, and try and give ourselves a shot. So not how we want to start our tournament here. Obviously, take a par 5 and completely kind of muff it. So definitely gonna have to have a little bit of a comeback here, and that's okay. Sometimes you're gonna need to. You look at Scotty Scheffler at Phoenix. not really much going for him on par 5s. He still wins the tournament. Obviously, this is a little bit different, but worth noting that it is possible. But you're gonna have to not hit most of your shots mega slow. That is one thing that I'm gonna have to do, because that's gonna take us offline and off distance, and that's probably gonna leave us with a lot of putts like this. So gotta factor in a little bit more break here, trying to find the high point and then breaking across like this. There we go. Okay. Unlikely, but we make it. Good stuff. It's definitely one way to get a little bit of a rally after that starting hole. So we're downhill into a few mile an hour of wind. I can't really say that it's too much. We're on low winds, so I can only really expect it to be like maybe 5, 6. So 94, 87. I'd play a little bit more. I feel like you gotta play a little bit of loft. Okay. I can't believe that that was just only barely slow. Okay, so overplaying the wind there a bit. Maybe I should, I'm gonna have to make a mental note there and maybe play that as like a 4 or a 5. I think we've got a little bit of double braking action going on here. Seems like right here at the start, it kind of goes uphill left to right and then right to left as you come over it. Fairly flat up there. Alright, so this first line has got to go in and across, and I think it's gonna hold and start to turn back a little bit. Too much pace. Just didn't feel that heavy-handed coming off the stick, but the output definitely tells a very different story to that. All right, so fairly flat, but we are gonna get some break right up at the top. Almost a bit too much there. All right, come on. Let's get our head back in this. Try and get this as far down there as we can. So I think trying to kind of cut this up by that bunker. Hopefully this feeds a little bit out to the left-hand side, which it doesn't. So we're gonna have to play another slight fade around this tree to make sure that we can actually get there, because I don't think we have the height to go up and over. 7-iron definitely is a bit short. So I think it's probably still uphill once you get onto the green. So we're a few yards short with this, and I think playing the fade here around should take off some distance. All right. What am I doing with my thumb, man? Commit to the shot. I like back off of it halfway through the shot. Well, yeah, of course you're gonna end up out to the right. Dang, that was terrible. Absolutely horrible. Way big downhill. We've definitely got right to left, so I'm gonna try and get it somewhere in here. You know, get a little bit of momentum down the hill. Let the hill take it the rest of the way, and then I think from here, I mean, you're there, and then I think it sweeps quite a bit. Come on, keep turning left. Ooh, man, what a read. It's not a hole in, or hole out, I don't know what you want to call it. We didn't make the putt, but it was a fantastic read from there. Absolutely fantastic read. Okay, we've gotta stop putting ourselves into that position though. We've gotta stop putting ourselves into that position. We're gonna take 3 wood here. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. Not really sure why I'm getting in my head on some of those swings. Like, just gotta treat every shot the same. You know, there's not an added, you know, we're going for green there on the par 5, but there's not like an added level of pressure, right? So have to kind of remind myself that it's just another shot. Just like this, like it's just another shot. Get comfortable. I'd overhit it. No? Go in. That'll do. Definitely over a percentage there on what I want it to be. So there is a chance that the hole out is gone, but a tap-in birdie is always welcomed. So 312, we can go 325. You can probably get it down. I think we gotta go for it. I'm not gonna overpower it, but I do think with full off, full backspin, you can send it a good ways. I guess we pushed it just a touch, so gonna be playing it out of the bunker here. It's the only risk there is trying to play that shot for dead straight. But now we've got a splash shot. It's up the hill. This green seems to be pretty front to back. The only thing that I gotta try and figure out here is how does it roll? Maybe a little right to left. I'm gonna try and play it out on this side. 70% is like 10 yards off. Alright, should be able to get this thing up and stop it. That really doesn't bite. Ah, man. Okay. I thought with the full spin, full shot, you could get a little bit more bite out of it than that, but I guess that's not the case. Okay, so we do get a little bit of left to right as we work our way down the hill here. This actually seems like a fair amount of left to right, if you ask me, so. Yeah, it just kind of rolls that ridge. All right. Despite the couple of mistakes at the start here, we're definitely hanging in. Definitely hanging in. 153, little tailwind. Hey, what's going on, Pat? Thank you. 153, little tailwind, the bounce and roll. I'm gonna have to take just a little bit off of this pitching wedge. If I don't, we can't ace it. Might have taken too much off of it. A little bit. Just a little bit. Right to left break. Okay. Looking at work on a rare Tuesday, open for Valentine's Day. Yeah, honestly, I always forget about Valentine's Day. My wife and I don't celebrate it, so that I hear people talking about it, I'm like, oh. Right, that thing. It's really nice not having to worry about, to be completely honest. Okay, this is probably looking at lob wedge with a lot of shape into it. Unless it gets down like really far and then a pitch, but oh no, this is actually a little bit further back, which is very much so ideal. That's money. Corporate made holiday to spend money on stuff you could do any other day. Dude, we went to Wegmans just to like pick up some cat food and stuff. And it's like $22 for roses. Like it's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. It's like you can get those for like 12 any other time of the year. Capitalism is your Valentine every year. What's going on, Tuminator? How you doing, dude? Yeah, see, like Toom says, you can buy stocks any time of the year, you know, not just for Valentine's Day. Love your open market. All right. Play a little lofty-do on here. Pretty solid strike. Over aimed the wind a little bit. So that's gonna leave us a little bit of a putt, but you know what? We're feeling the putts pretty well so far, so I'm not gonna count anything out at the moment. The choco-filled hearts. Yeah, I love a good post-holiday candy sale. Love a good post-holiday candy sale. All right, I'm getting weird weird vibes from this. I definitely gotta say that it's breaking quite a lot more at the start here, and a little bit less as it goes. Goes through the rest, so we'll play it here. Ah, nope, hung high. All right, not a bad read to just overplayed it a little bit. The second day of the 14th month. It's good. You got to make sure you know celebrate it at least every once in a while, right? Cause okay, so can you realistically drive this? That is the question. It's gotta take off. I mean, that's gotta take off quite a bit of distance. And so that's one thing. That's one thing that concerns me. That is one thing that most definitely concerns me is like where in the world does this thing end up? I do think there's a chance that with the full shape you get there. I gotta play it a little bit more to this right-hand side to make sure we get around the trees. Oh, come on. Oh, we're on the backside. Oh, that's a nice shot, though. Ah, okay. Okay. So we do give ourselves a little bit of opportunity here. I gotta be so very careful as it continues to roll down to the right from behind. Does it kind of change directions there? Having a hard time with that. It looks kind of flat-ish. At the hole, I think it starts to go, but I can't quite tell if it's... I don't know, we're just gonna have to play full shape on it, because coming out of something like this... I'm okay with being a little bit short. I'll take that. What's going on, Skawas? Just finished 18 Northern Ohio. Shot 85, rather windy fun though, playing in February. 85 is something that I would love to be able to do. 85 is very solid, man. Nice stuff. I snuck out to the range. I snuck out to the range yesterday because we didn't stream. I got some stuff done, and with the little bit of time that I had, I did sneak my way over. I gotta get some lessons figured out and whatnot, but I don't know. Some swings felt pretty good. Some not as much as I'd like, but some were pretty good. My wrist kind of hurts though, but I think that's just from hitting off the mat. But like that's the type of thing. That's why I want some lessons, is to make sure. Okay, so what scares me here is this tree. This tree right here at the turn, because you can take a real short club out. Or you can get jiggy with it. Such a tight shot, but I gotta go, right? Gotta go for it. Around the tree. Oh no, how are you turning that much? All right. Well, you know, I still think... I know he's disappointed about that, but I think being 40 yards green side, it does roll downhill behind, I think. So, gonna have to be mindful of that. 42 yards. Not partial pitching this, there's no shot. Because this is just, it's still too long. Flop shot though, 75% is what? Like 29 yards? We're not gonna get 13. What's going on, Hurt? 29 would hit the slope. You might be able to use that to your advantage. It's out of the heavy rough. But my luck, I land here. We get a few. I feel like we gotta go sandwich. 38. Hmm. 47, I mean, I don't know. Like, you go up another club here and all of a sudden 6 yards doesn't seem like... Maybe sand wedge and then you give it a little loft and some backspin. Lie is a little bit above my feet, so we're just gonna play it a little bit out here. Slow, which is kind of a surprise. I'm glad I put the brakes on. Didn't put enough on it though. Yeah, ends up kind of being a crap approach shot. "12-footer, left to right breaker. Gotta make sure we get it up the hill." Okay, so I have been misaiming these. So I think we really have to aim it like here. Now, left to right break on it. It's a little bit too much. I'm gonna get just a touch inside here. And then I underhit the power on that, so... I really had a chance. Like, really had a chance to do something with that hole. But just not a great play on the initial... Not a great play on the initial flop there, and then... Kind of a weird, dinky little putt. That's okay. Plenty of golf left. Plenty of golf left. Okay, so we're in between, which I think, even though it's firm fast, I don't know, does that mean that we want to try and sneak the 9? Maybe that means we want to sneak the 9. So kind of get this fading a little bit back towards the pin from the left-hand side of the green. So hold on, is it just, it's all downhill there? Is that what it is? So, yeah, that's actually, with this being a par 5, we actually didn't do that poorly of a job. Like, I guess ideally you take the 8-iron, you try and like draw it with some loft. I didn't know I'm hitting into a downslope like this, so, you know, can't really play for what you don't know is there. I do think, though, that this is just breaking a little bit, but mostly flat. I think it's really once you get up into the last little portion of this thing, that's when it starts to break right to left. Now we're on in the inside way too much. Settle. Okay, definitely a lot more break prior to the hole. Get this thing on the outside here. And then it breaks a bit more. All right, we'll take the bird. We'll take the bird. About to go for drive, and oh, you got me on the radio? That's probably one of the worst radio broadcasts in life. But I don't know, people for some reason say that they enjoy listening to me, which is kind of a perplex thought that I have yet to really wrap my head around. So, you know, love to hear it. Still confuses the crap out of me. Okay, we gotta play some loft on the 5-iron here. Baby faded into the wind and hope that it still has enough to get up. .102'd it, which is not ideal. Come on, you gotta sit. I know it's firm though. Ooh. Yep, that was what I was concerned about. 90% audio only, tab open, but doing something on this. That's how I am most of the time with stuff. And so, like, I'll hear something or I have the audio ping on certain devices for when I'm tagged, so I know I know when I'm out of window that there's something to take a look at. But yeah, most of the time I just have it on while I'm working. Background noise, and then half the time I check it out. You just get focused on something else. Hey, what's going on, Hendrix? Have they fixed the game? I don't know what issues you've been seeing. They fix some things and have kind of broken other things. It works relatively well, but I'm on PlayStation. I don't know about Xbox, and I also don't know, if you have specific things, if you can clarify, what would be a not working thing that I could help. Wow, that turned. Did not see that much break. That is for certain. Swing accelerator and meter not working. It works the same as it always has. I would say very similar to 2K21 if you're familiar. It definitely doesn't operate as well on Xbox as it does to PC or PlayStation. And when I say PC, I mean PC with the PlayStation controller, mouse, and keyboard. It's a little bit better with Xbox controller than it is on Xbox itself. It's a function of the hardware. So the Xbox controller and the Xbox, the way that it pulls information, it gets kind of chunked a little bit more, so there are just less input points available. So it can be really good if you're really close to the perfect, but the more you get off of that, you just kind of get chunked away from it. So yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, and I don't really think there's a way for it to be fixed without a full overhaul of the input system. So that felt pretty good, but a little bit slow, and that concerns me. Yeah. So we're trying to get that up there just a little bit closer than where we are with this. Seems fairly flat, but I am definitely feeling like we've got some left to right in it. And it might not even be all that flat the more that I like. More that I'm looking at it. I'm just gonna put it on the left edge here.
You seek the Holy Grail.
Needed a little bit of turn. Hendrix, thank you for the follow. Welcome back, Mr. Hatted Man. How we doing? Hope all is well with you. Okay, so the 15th is drivable. Though hitting it to 290, really hitting it to like 283 is gonna be a tough ask though. Gonna have to partial it. %, slow. Oh, that's long. Way over. This is gonna come out hot. This is gonna come out hot. I mean, I think going for it is the play. I don't see a drivable par 4 like this and think anything otherwise. It's 26 yards. You're not gonna get... I know from the way that that came in, though, that this is definitely on a downhill lie. Yeah, that's pretty steep downhill, so you gotta keep that in mind. Because even though this says, like, oh, 65%, like, that's great. Yeah, we lose 9 yards and we get most of it back on the initial, I think, full off, full backspin, and probably a little bit even partialed out of that. Bit downhill, looks like it kind of feeds left to right at the very end, but right to left beforehand. So let's fully shape that. And I'm thinking we're gonna hit it probably pretty close to perfect, if not a little bit slow. So I think going straight at it is probably the play. A little fast and yeah, just a little bit too much rollout. Came out way more left though. Came out way more left. But we've got it pin high, and it doesn't seem like there's that much in it. Which I don't know if I should be concerned about that or not. Seems like it just kind of like you tap it and it goes straight downhill. This angle though leads me to believe that there's a little bit of right to left in it, but everything else seems fairly flat. So I'm gonna put it right edge. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't see that, so I really can't play for it. So a couple of semi-drivable par fours, and we've gotten it down, and then the putts have not happened, so I'm sure some of that is probably a bit of a sign that I should be playing it different, but at the end of the day, even if I took an approach shot there, I still don't know that I'm gonna have a closer putt than that. That was slow. Not as slow as I thought, though, which is nice. Well, this could be good if the slope is right. Okay, we've got a chance. 9-footer. 9-footer, clearly right to left. Clearly right to left. How much, though, is kind of uncertain to me, which is always the scary thing. Especially because it seems kind of flat at the start from that angle. From this angle, not so much. But we just kind of got bit on the same thing, so I think I've gotta play it for somewhere out here. Just overread it a little bit. All right, we were making some putts early, but we've kind of failed to convert a few down the back, which is unfortunate because, you know, our proximity, we've been giving ourselves many a putt just inside 10 feet, but not having the best of times converting, getting fooled a little bit on the amount of break on some of these. But maybe let's stick one a little bit closer, and maybe that'll open the door for some scoring. This should hop and probably sit down pretty well. There we go. Okay. I think we should be able to handle 3 feet, although of course it's on like an actual slope. Of course it's on an actual slope there. Okay. So let's get to double digits. Par 5 to finish. Okay, so we're at 10. I guess we already hit the double-digit number, but maybe let's eagle it, finish on a 12er. .105, but I pushed it out to the right. Oh man, I was trying to give ourselves just a little bit easier of an approach shot. I do remember this hole though. I do remember this hole, and I have very much so made it harder coming out of the grass here. Not exactly what we're looking for. Not exactly what we're looking for at all. But there might still be a bit of silver lining to this. I think fully backspun, the 7-iron is still too short, but I do think that we can get the 6. I do think we can get the 6 somewhere up there. 136, 140. Probably a little bit longer than that, and then the wind. And just a touch. Okay. Dang it. That loft must have hurt it more than it helped. That loft must have hurt it more than it helped. All right. Time to pull out the best chip of the day so we can have a chance to at least get this to 11. That's the risk though, right? You go for the overpowered drive, you miss it, and you put yourself off. You know, if I play it center, I can probably be on the green and be probably putting for eagle here instead of trying to chip it, but it's okay. Live and learn. It's right to left, fairly flat once we get up there. Maybe a little bit uphill. Guess that's the one thing really to check on here. Yeah, definitely uphill. So I want to make sure that I leave enough room on it outside here. I really thought we found a way to eagle the 18th. After all of that, I really thought we found a way to get the eagle chip in, but it's okay. It's okay. 11 under is a strong performance for round number 1, and now we just got to do that and hopefully a little bit better for another 3 rounds.